Welcome back to the High Talk Podcast. I'm your host, DeLorean Guest. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the page. We really appreciate the love and the support. The last video is doing really well, so thank you guys. Today, I am here with one of my good friends, Oliver Valdienne. What's going on?
What's up, dude?
How you doing? I know it's been way too long.
So good to see you.
You too.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thank you for coming.
For sure.
How you feeling today?
Today's, you know what, the feel is really, it's really feeling good. I woke up, I had this to do, got my hair cut.
Looking good,
cute.
feeling fresh. Same,
You know,
I was up at 10
vibe.
this morning shaving my head.
Baby, it be like that. It's a process.
That's it.
But I'm thankful for it, though, you know.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So, what's been going on? Tell the people a little bit about yourself and what's been going on in life. Since I've seen you last, it's been so long.
I've been pretty much, I've been protecting my peace to start there. I've been just figuring out how important it is to be yourself. And when you know who you are, it's important to protect that. And those you do allow in, it's a privilege because stuff's messed up out here. You got to be there for yourself.
Absolutely.
And protect that peace and know when to use discernment and even in creativity. So I feel like for me, it's just been recharging, I'd say, laying low enough to still be present, but also able to charge and recharge, and be able to come through and show out,
Right.
So, yeah.
And I thought it was just me because a lot of my friends have been saying, you've been so just like MIA, but it's just protecting that peace. It's been so much going on.
It's so important. And, when you're a good person, people will take advantage of that at every opportunity, And when you're creative or you do things involving the public, it's important that you do protect somewhat of that peace, you know what I'm saying?
Especially when you're dealing with so many different people and so much energy, you take that on.
Yes. Sometimes it's just like you need a nap or two,
Or sleep for the whole damn day.
A good
smoke.
meal, some good trees. Anything to revitalize and recharge. I think that it's important to always keep that first. So that's what I've been doing. And then, the new year for me officially starts in spring. So April 1st was my new year. So we're in official new year.
Happy
if you
New
know,
Year.
you know. And, it's more so just like going into it like not being apprehensive, not being scared, being very fearless, and just going for it. Because there's one you, and whatever you choose to do with your life, it is a one of a kind. No one else can do it like that and have it like that. So I think believing in myself more and coming out and just kind of like you balls to the wall. It's like, let's go. It's warming up now, springtime, So I'm excited. It's a lot of fun. It's to be back where I want to be.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Let the people know a little bit what you do as far as career-wise and,
So I'm a designer. I'm a fashion designer. I started
a dope designer.
I started so back. Like my experience as a designer was a blessing. It really was. I was linked up with amazing people that really believed in me and allowed me to be able to do what I wanted to do. And at the time, it was like, I guess still now, just people always go. They want to follow the guidelines. And I think for me, I've always been underground, very punk rock, very rebellious in the sense of just doing what the hell I want to motherfucking do. You know what I'm saying? So that's been my motto. But no, been creating and designing. And then my recent endeavor is DJing.
What?
I love music. My hardest thing would be...
Okay, wait. First off, with the fashion and just seeing you on the DJ, what is it called? The mixtable?
Yeah, the controller. Yeah. Mixtable.
Already the visual is a vibe.
I'm excited because that also was what revitalized me too. I think that looking around on TikTok and Facebook, everybody's doing the same thing. It feels like we're just all following just the same path, but we're really not. We're following our own lane. And I think that sometimes as a creative, you do need to recharge. You do need to be able to be re-inspired, whether that's through movies, through fashion, through food. And for me, I've always had a thing for music. I love to sing. I love to dance, So that's kind of been in my energy since day one. And like I said, as of recently, I said, I need to be re-inspired again. I need something to make me feel alive again. And music. And I tell you, baby, it is such a journey. I am so happy combining the two, It's a beautiful world to be in when you're in it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Also, Oliver made this jacket coat, by the way.
I did. I made this cool, fluffy, shaggy. It was inspired by the 70s. It's all out of denim, if you can really see it. But it's very comfortable.
pants loops. Like, this
Yeah,
is
it's like
so
almost 30 to 40
creative.
pairs of jeans in this jacket.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's heavy as hell. But it's quality. It's very, very, it's doing what it's supposed to do. And I love my pieces. And as all my pieces do, they're just fun, expressive, very rebellious pieces. And it's just have a party in your clothes pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with what you're wearing. Don't take it so
Yes.
serious. So, yeah.
And hey, they say when you treat yourself like a king, sometimes your clothes get heavy.
There we
and
go.
The crown is heavy.
Type shit.
All right. Well, since we was
Yes.
on the whole fashion talk, can you tell us? Can you share with us how your journey began in the fashion industry and what inspired you?
So like 2008 or 9. Well, even before that, I've always been in the fashion.
Mhm.
My mom and dad were like both Pisces. You know what I'm saying? They were very like, So they were like, you know what? Style was always in my energy since a kid. And what happened was my grandmother had passed. And I was like in my early 20s and she passed. And I had inherited all her clothes and costume jewelry. And my first question was, why is all these dresses and things so long?
Mhm.
Why are women so restricted?
And covered.
And covered.
Mhm.
Like, what if she wants to just show her my fucking legs and have some fun with
A
it,
little
right?
thigh.
So I got the little thigh, little breast. So I took that inspiration. And over the years, like I said, being blessed with the mentor and a team of people that really believed in me, I got so inspired just by the 40s and 50s and just women's wear in general, you know, just how women are restricted. And I feel that sucks. And I think that in the fashion world, for me, it was more of a punk rock perspective of taking that perspective and just like saying, bump that. She can wear what she wants to wear. She is who she wants to be. There's no limitations on that. And that to me became a whole other movement of just fashion never dies, people do, which is my motto, because it's true. Fashion is always forever, you know what I'm saying?
Always.
It's repeating, which is why it's fun, you know, which is why I should be challenged, which is why I should be, you know, all those good things about fashion. So that happened, and then start doing shows and got out there. And when I tell you, it was nerve-wracking because, you know, you're sensitive about your art, you know, if you make art. So you don't want to hear people have to say about it, good or bad. But I realize when you're doing what you love to do,
I know it.
it doesn't matter what people say you have to do. You filter out. You know what I'm saying? You take what you need to take, but overall, you still live in that truth and make the clothing and make the creations that you want to make. And I think that's what's always made me true to who I am. Even personal style, I've always taken risks. I mean, I transformed this from being preppy to punk, but that's another story. But
I mean, sometimes you evolve and you switch it up a little bit and change.
Which is very necessary as I got older because I needed to be able to be a chameleon and be able to flow, you know? And
especially in this industry, in the fashion industry, right? When
oh my gosh, for sure.
You don't want to always try and keep up with the trend, but you want to make sure you're like not behind. If that makes sense.
It's a weird wave you're in. You know, like you said, it's like you're on it, but you're not on it, but you're on it. I think everybody has that same mentality. I think it's more so how you approach it. It's your personal approach and perspective to whatever trend you're trying to go for. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So as you were starting out, did you encounter challenges in expressing your creativity and distinguishing your style from other designers? So like setting yourself apart from other people?
Yeah. So I had really loved the club kids. So my mentor is from New York City, and he went to FIT. And when I linked up with him, he was so fucking knowledgeable in menswear. His construction skills were just impeccable. And his stories about working in Studio 54 and hanging out with Madonna in the clubs and the club kids. And I'm just fascinated because it's just like, wow, they were really living. And besides that, they were stylish. They were taking what they had and making it work. And I think that the glitz and glam was removed. It was just like the grime and grit. Like society's telling me that I'm this and I'm that. I want to take what I have here and make it work. And now 70 plus years later, it's actually like monumental. It's inspiration. It was inspiration for me. And I've always loved people who just took risks, man. I've never been a person to be boring. I feel like, why live life and be boring? Have fun with that shit, you know?
Ever since I met, I was like, this person is
I'm going to have fun regardless every
yeah.
time. Yeah, and I think that's the beautiful thing about me is shit happens, you know? I wouldn't sit there and be like, oh, I'm perfect. But my mental health is, my parents have passed. And when they both died in 2019, that's when everything really, really, really hit a wall, you know? And it was just kind of like life was kind of just figuring things out again. Like being more aware of how precious life is, but also to fucking go get it. You don't sit in sorrow. You don't sit when that happens. You keep yourself busy. You be thankful that you had them or had the experience. And through all that, it really made me more stronger to realize that I am special, you know, and I'm thankful to have had them as parents and to have been pushed into the direction that I'm into now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thankful for it all, babe. It's all
Oh
trial
my
and
God.
error,
I'm
you
like,
know?
why am I getting emotional?
It's all trial and error.
That weed
I'm
is
just
strong,
thankful.
y'all. I'm over here getting
Right.
emotional. I'm like, oh my
No,
gosh.
but it, you know, so I'm just
Woo.
thankful. I'm really
down.
thankful. I'm really thankful. So
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Let me pull it back.
I love you.
That is some strong, like, seriously.
No,
Ooh,
seriously though. For
Jesus
sure.
Christ, I'm shaking.
Yeah.
All right. Which fashion designer has inspired you and encouraged you to believe in your ability to make specific impact in the industry? To make a specific impact in the industry, I should say.
First off the rib, Alexander McQueen.
Ooh.
Then secondly, Heather Red.
Okay.
Then Betsy Johnson.
Mhm.
Then Vivienne Westwood. Then
Okay.
Victor and Ralph.
Mhm.
I mean, I could go on. All the designers, even Moschino, but all the designers I just named are really avant-garde, fun designers. Even in the 90s,
Mhm.
they were just really bringing that like powerhouse creativity. And I think for me as a youngster, being introduced to the game and being inspired, it was like, damn, I want to do what they're doing.
Mhm.
And I said, well, just do it. What's stopping you? You have the same 24, same will. You got to learn a little bit, but you can do it.
Right.
And that was the inspiration behind being inspired by them and getting to that level of like, well, this is the designer that I am, you know? So, and I respect all the design. All designers are beautiful. We all have our own lane.
Mhm.
I think I'm figuring that out now every day I wake up. It's like, we're not all supposed to be the same. But it is beautiful when you do find your lane.
Right.
You do find what inspired you and you stick to it, you know?
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Out of all those designers you just mentioned, like even like now when you're creating and looking for inspiration or trying to just, get a little, do you refer back to them? Just like look at some of their stuff and be like, okay,
So,
you know.
you know what's funny is I actually don't.
No?
I watch
Okay.
horror films.
Wait, what? I do love me a
I watch
film,
horror
not gonna
films
lie.
because of costume design.
I'm not watching it by myself.
I love horror films because of creativity and the artistic point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, music and horror films, because those designers are a part of me. But to be inspired, I'm sure that's what they were
That is
inspired
so
by.
interesting,
Yeah,
like
so I'm watching
horror
horror
films?
films. Yes, I love horror films. They inspire me to be creative. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's a weird, link, but for me,
Honestly, no, because Jesus, speak English to a lot of creatives like step outside of their own creative world to get,
for sure that makes sense.
like with music,
Yeah.
they might put on some tunes, but be in the fashion world and be like, okay, this song just inspired me to do this dope jacket.
It definitely has a connection for sure. But no, horror films, babe. And the thing was, I grew up scared of them too. My partner would tell you that I watched them like this.
Why do we love stuff that we're afraid of?
And
I
then
love
now,
being scared.
for real, it's
but
like
don't
a
jump on and
rush.
scare me because I'll get so mad. But then I'll laugh about it 10 minutes.
Like, hell no.
Like, because I carry pepper spray, so I've
For
been
real.
accidentally
Like,
sprayed us both.
Don't
Like,
try that.
Jesus.
But
I
no,
love being
but
scared
yeah,
watching a
for
scary
real,
movie.
It's a vibe, and like I said, the costume design, the artistic point of view for me, it just inspires me. It's like, damn, that was really inspiring. I should go to the drawing board now and make a dress or an outfit inspired by this scene or this, just whatever comes to me. But that's definitely one of the inspirations that I draw from, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
That is okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna jump into, the fashion scene. So, well, we're already in the fashion scene, but so when it comes to a fashion show, what is your process of selecting pieces for a showcase during the fashion show?
Oh, okay. So that is always random to me because I do take in like the season and where we're at, but also it's like I said, it's like, what am I feeling? Am I feeling like, am I listening to Marilyn Manson? Am I watching Freddie movies? Am I in this? So it's like, where's my mind at? For instance, I did Trauma one year, and all the clothes I made were kind of like BDSM inspired, and it was kind of like, I don't think that was the intent, but as I started to create the collection, I think the first two pieces I had made, I was like, damn, this is gonna be a freaky fun. Although the party is a very freaky fun party, if you know, you know. But it was like a thing where I was like, wow, I just started with these two pieces, and the collection kind of built from there. So I kind of just let the clothes speak to me, quite honestly. I mean, I can't draw. I never sketch. I never sketch. I'm a visual artist. My mind can see it, which is the thing about that is...
See, that's crazy because I see you just sitting there sketching all your stuff and drawing all day.
I'm writing down little things to put on, like ideas over sketches. My sketches change. I'm so random that like the sketches here at 5 o'clock and by 7 o'clock, honey, I've already changed it 3 different times. So nothing's set in stone for me because I feel life is forever changing. So I often drape my pieces or I try and have a like idea before I start like cutting and so on or making a pattern. But overall than that, no, I'm just kind of like very free flow. Everything for me creatively is free flow, and it's a give and take because sometimes it's got me in trouble. You know, my timing be off, honey. I be
But
late.
I do love how you kind of just like trust your instinct and go with the flow and like kind of trust that it's gonna work out.
But you
And it's
know, and that's
gonna
the fun thing
flow.
about it too, is because I didn't before it used to freak me out. You know, I used to overthink the process. And I said, damn, I'm overthinking it, but I should be thinking like this. But I said, it's not the way I'm wired. I need to figure out a way that works for me. I'm ADHD, have all these things going on. I need to figure out a way that works for Oliver. So where I know this is serious and I need to get it done. But don't, you know, so I had to figure out it was definitely a trial and error. But nah, definitely the preparation for fashion shows to me is always very free flow. And I try to keep it that way. It's more fun that way for me.
And like you said, you were first starting out, so you were like overthinking. I feel like
Yeah.
that's because you were just starting out. You wanted stuff to be perfect.
Yes,
and, you were still trying to
yes.
find
And
your
you know
flow.
what? And that's exactly what it was too. And I think that in a sense it was like that was needed, but then it really wasn't needed because if I'm trusting myself and I'm already doing this, I gotta trust what I'm doing. I gotta trust what I'm bringing. I think overthinking sometimes can become intrusive, you know. And I don't want to be intruded, honey. I want to be protrude. I want to be the push. So I don't want
And I'm
anything
such an
blocking me. You know?
overthinker.
No, seriously, and that happens. And I'm like, nah. So I rebuke that energy, honey, and I just say, well, Oliver, what do you want to do? And I tell myself what I want to do, and I literally just say, hey, you gotta get this done, you know. And all it is talking myself through it, but being realistic about it too, you know.
And you have to keep it real with yourself, of course, you know,
You
because
have to.
if you can't be in this industry and expect to be able to take criticism and critique from people because you have to be real with yourself first. But
Yes.
you know,
No.
mind you, their critiques and criticism may not always align with how you feel.
Right. I mean, but
But
I think that's what everything too. I think we do. We care. We should care, but we shouldn't care because we do want a consumer. We want people to buy our stuff. But also, it's like if it's not for you, it's not for you. You know, and that's how we go back to like some you can't please them all. You know, so
This is
and there's
very
options. Shit, you know,
tons of options.
There's options, honey.
All right. Could you provide? I cannot talk today. See what happens when you smoke.
It's the tree, baby. We gonna be feeling good.
I'm about to start speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Could you provide insight into the behind the scenes operations of a fashion show? You know, with many moving parts from coordinating the models to determining the lineup. How do you decide which opening piece you're going to start with and what are you going to close with? And plus just all the chaos. And while we're on this, Oliver gave me my very first opportunity to be in a fashion show, and I still have both pieces that I wore on the runway. And it was one of the most scariest but yet exciting experiences of my life because it was my first time doing it. It was at a big venue.
It was so fucking good though.
And the behind the scenes stuff, y'all, it was like a lot of moving parts, but it all flowed so well. So as the designer and the person who's in the show, I know like how did your mind just
you know what I have one friend that he describes it as you go through all this preparation, you go through months and months and weeks, and then it's only like 5 minutes of showtime. And I tell you, it feels like a lifetime. It feels like, I mean, it's literally like you said, down to the makeup, down to the hair, down to the shoe I want them to wear, down to the accessories. I mean, it's really a whole full thought process. And it can be fun, but it's also one of the things that I do write that down. I have to, because that's something I'm like, okay, Oliver, no matter how, this can't be that free flow. You gotta
have a little structure.
Write this down, baby. But no, it's fun though. It's fun going through looks, especially for me, being inspired by so much stuff, baby. It's like I'm surfing and I'm finding so much cool stuff that for me, I'm waiting for the next time to actually try out things I didn't get to do the last time, you know. So it's definitely like for models, and for me, I believe everybody's a model, you know. I think when you put on your clothes and go out the house, or you do whatever you do, you're modeling, you're selling something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always like, you know, you ain't got to be booked to no big agency. Right. That's all the hype. I think mainly is believing in yourself. And if you want to walk a runway, hell, walk a runway, and I'll be the person to give you the opportunity because I feel like that's just how I am. I'm like, fuck it, you want to do it? Let's go.
That was so much fun.
But it is a lot, but it's so much fun. But it literally lasts for 5 minutes, and then it's done.
And like, even just as the model, like behind the scenes, like behind what am I trying to say? behind just where all the models be at. Yes. I was like nervous and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And it felt like it was taking forever. But then once it was done, I was like, damn, that was so quick. And I wanted to go back out there and do another loop.
It's an adrenaline rush. It's like riding a roller coaster. It's like you go through the roller coaster, you're just like, you go on a ride, it takes off, you're like, oh my God. And then when it's done, it's like, damn, I want to do it again. Right? It's like, it's that much of a rush because it's so much fun. It's so full of energy. And it feels good because you're around other creatives, other people who feel just like you feel. So it becomes a big family at this point. It's like, shit, let's just go ahead and
I met friends that I still have on social media that day. And I'm like,
it is a very fun process, but stressful, but also very fun. Like I said, I mean, the whole 9 yards to me is just kind of like runs together because like
even choosing the music, like it was just around the time that Beyonce "Break My Soul" had came out, and we stumped the runway to that song.
And you know what's crazy is so that was, remember you said following trends earlier, was about that. That's the trend. So I knew that song came out. And for me, like, I'm not really a person that tries to like listen to music when okay, well, I'll listen when it first comes out, but I won't be jocking it like everybody else does. So when that song came out, I'm like, Oliver, there's no way this song came out and your show is like a queer Black show. Like, please. So it fit perfectly. But yeah, that was the bomb song. We had people voguing and it was great. That was a fun ass show.
It matched like the aesthetic of the clothes and everything. Yes, it was like
it was a fun show. That one, yeah, that was the bomb.
I was like, you won't bring
okay. I want like, let's go. You ain't breaking nothing over here.
If I have to keep walking, I would have stayed out there and danced.
Okay.
Whatever.
For sure.
Right. So, okay. Who are some of your favorite designers and what qualities do you admire in their work?
So, once again, Alexander McQueen, top of the list. His work to me always told stories. Man, so many collections that I've just watched and said, how the hell did this man construct and make that? I mean, it was remarkable. Betsy Johnson, I love how fun and once again, not taking yourself serious. She's a lady out there, they doing cartwheels on the runway. They look at her book. I mean, it's just the zany, fun culture of not taking yourself too serious to me is where I really, really play in and have a lot of fun in. I love Moschino. When Jeremy Scott was the head designer over there, his stuff was very fun. He had a freaking dress that was like a bouquet of flowers. Like, who doesn't want to wear that? Like, that stuff looking cool. So it's like,
see me walking down High Street.
So all that stuff is like what inspires me to draw from them the energy to be as creative as they were. I believe like nothing's new under the sun, but you definitely can have a perspective that's right on time with that. So yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, because anything that I can't do and someone can and very well, I'm just like, you are just like the best person in the world to me because I can't imagine even people who make like clothes. I'm just like, I don't even know how to sew a simple button on a shirt if I had to, So it's just like making a whole design from scratch to me. That's just like.
Well, see, I always say like everyone should know how to sew.
Don't come at me.
No, but it's almost one of them things like. Everyone should know how to cook. Like, right. I feel like certain things you should just know, even if it's a button. But there's no shit on that. It's more so just like, for me, one cool thing about TikTok is everybody is sewing, everybody's kind of getting their vision out there now, And at first it was kind of like threatening. I ain't gonna hold you. It was kind of like, I was like, damn, am I just, And I'm like, no, Oliver, there's no competition. These people, this is their time to shine, there's a reason to feel like you're not worthy of that. That's just, people are putting themselves out there more than you are, and they're just shining, and like what's for them is for them. That's why I don't do competition. That's why I've never been a competitive person with any creative out here.
I feel like that's smart too, to also protect your mental peace, because you don't want to be trying to compare yourself with other people, because then
you never will. You'll always fall short. Someone's always gonna be better than you if that's the case. The thing is to be better than yourself. And when I found that out, I said, well, shit, people could do them, and that was kind of the reason why I was always shy from TikTok. It was like, damn, these people doing the same thing. They doing what they got to do. We all have our own lanes.
That's very true.
Yeah, so.
I'm like, crap, I was going to say something to add to that, but y'all.
Listen, we are floating and coasting, but we doing it though.
We doing it. Oh my gosh. All right, so is there a particular event or fashion show that stands out to you that you had the most fun in or that impacted your career the most?
Oh man, I've done so much stuff.
I know, I was going to say, I know that's got to be hard for you.
Like, okay, I think honestly, every time I do the drama with Evolved or the Blackout and Proud, with that whole foundation. They're always fun shows. Any show that allows me to push the boundaries with music or the fashion. And when the crowds are engaging, when the crowd gives you love, that's always a good show to me. I mean, I've had fun at every show. And there has been shows where I've said, "Oh hell no, I shouldn't have done that." But there's very lot more of the fun shows than those type of shows. So for me, I go into it with some energy every time. I'm just trying to have a good time.
And that's
Oliver,
I feel like it's the most important part.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always thankful too when I'm brought in on the show, or like even now I have things coming up where I've been suggested to be involved in. It just feels good, It just feels good for people to want to support you and see your growth and see your talent. So it's like, hell yeah, I'm down. I'm game,
I'm definitely one of those people. So if you ever need a model again,
most definitely, you're getting up in there for sure.
All right, speaking of events, what else do you have like going on, or is there anything coming up that you want to talk about or mention for the people watching?
I have...
Or anything you want to invite me to,
you're
on camera.
You're invited to everything, for sure. I have a event coming up on the 27th. It's something new I started.
Okay.
It's called Get It Off Your Chest. And it's an event for creatives, DJs, singers, painters, poets, MCs, whatever. Get it off your chest, like it sounds. I think that people have a lot of things they want to get off their chest. And why not having a safe, clear space where people can come do just exactly that? Whether that's going to be information that you got for somebody, for the people, or resources, or paintings, or lyrics. I think we need to be more communal and more of a team. And I think Get It Off Your Chest, for me, throwing this event was exactly that. It was putting out a space for people to come to just simply that. So
right.
If you sing, come sing. So for me, and also for me, I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff that I've had too. With spring cleaning and spring being here, I need to get all the old stuff that I've had out the way so I can start new. So we'll have some new pieces there, but I'll have a lot of old stuff there too that I'm trying to get rid of, but discounted at a price. Cause I'm just like, after a while, I'm just tired of looking at it. And I'm just like, I gotta get it out of my damn closet. Out of my closet, please. So that, and I got a bunch of different vendors and artists doing that too, and painters. I'll have live painting. I'll be DJing the first time at this event.
Okay.
It's the 27th of April at 83 Gallery, from 4 to 8.
4 to 8?
Yeah, tickets are $10. At the door. Yeah, and then I'm supposed to do this event at the Key. That one in May is up in the air, but I'm pretty sure I'll be doing it. It's the 19th of April. I think it's for a 420 event. So I might need you to model for me that event.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I so would, definitely.
And then
I'm always down to support.
Yeah, those are the things happening in April. But that Get It Off Your Chest event will be happening every month to every 2 months. Because I just want to give people a chance to come out and have some fun, and get it off your chest. So that sounds so dope. Yeah, just kind of just a cool little artist.
All creatives,
all creatives, all people, just a support system. Get it off your chest. Okay. Share the love. We support you. You're worthy. You got this type energy.
So there's gonna be like any Q&As or like people just talking.
So I have a
homegirl
who's an herbalist, trained herbalist. So I'll have her speak on some things about herbs.
Okay.
I have a homie who does Reiki, have him speak on some things. So just more so, it's very informative. I have DJs, I have live painters, vendors. I'll have food there. I'll have free drinks there. So it'll be a whole vibe for real. It's on a Sunday, so come check it out if you are available for sure.
Wait, drinks like cocktails?
Yeah.
What?
I'm making some sangria.
What?
I'm doing my own little rendition. We kick that.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be there.
So good.
I ain't gonna be sloshed, but I'm gonna be there.
No, but it's gonna be a vibe. Once again, I just want to get back in the space of like just sharing my space with people that really value me and support me, And that's is where, once again, this event is a big deal for me. So April 27th, 4 to 8, 83 Gallery, 1551, Brighton Road.
Do you feel like amongst the creatives, like, is there like a lot of, because of course there's always like friendly competition, but do you feel like some of stuff goes too deep, or it's like,
it's clicky?
Is it
clicky? I think like when you're an underground artist, because you know what, people go to school to do this, and not everybody's talented. Not everybody, you can go to school, but you can't be taught creativity.
That is so.
You can be taught construction. You can be taught you can be taught to go work for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I think creativity is. I think creativity is, especially being a designer, it's like taking it into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? Learning everything that you need to learn and being able to make your own brand. So for me, yeah, I've always been very underground, but it's very clicky, very, very clicky to me. And I'm just like,
which is so crazy because you're like so open and like loving and the vibe. So I'm like, that's so crazy. That,
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say like necessarily like to me, but how my energy goes, I can spot it from a mile away, and I'm too real for that. I'm too real for that. You're not. I'm not going to entertain that.
And touching back on like what you said about just because I love when people be throwing them like, oh yeah, I went to here, I went to Harvard. But I'm like, okay, but what are you doing with it? Like, what can you do?
That's lame. Let that shit speak for itself. You went to Harvard and let your degree, whatever you went to. It's just, I feel like it's just mean. It's mean spirited. Like, who cares? You know, that's not for anybody. But it shouldn't be for anybody but yourself. And people are just cliquey, and I don't know. I'm more so like this. As long as you happy, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't judge nobody.
Because I remember when I was in culinary school, I'd be like, I go to Bradford. Some people are like, oh, I went to Le Cordon Bleu. And I'm like, yeah, but your food don't taste that good.
It's not that good still. So you waste your money. So what's up with that, nigga?
You may want to try and get a refund.
Okay, you want to try again, baby.
But yeah, so I understand that aspect.
And I am a sweetheart. I am a really good dude in the sense I really just don't try and deal with that energy. I am confrontational. I'll bring it. But I'd rather just be like, yo, that's how you feel. That's not my jam, you know? Because it's waste of energy. So many things put energy into that mean something versus some people's catty attitudes that don't mean anything.
And I don't know if it's because I'm in my 30s now, but now there's certain conversations I don't even want to waste my time with. Because I'm like, these are precious seconds I cannot get back. And I'd rather be doing this and, having this conversation. I agree.
That goes back to protecting your peace, too. You know, and knowing your worth and realizing you are worthy of it. You don't have to deal with this. You don't have to deal with this. You have the chance. You have the will to walk away and entertain what you want. And people be on that rah-rah. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm stay with myself. Stay with the peeps. Stay with the homies. The day ones.
You know, I got 2 dogs, and I'll be by myself smoking with them, just chilling.
You know how that goes. So
okay,
definitely. Yeah.
All right. So now I'm done with the deep questions. Now we're gonna do some quick fire round questions. Okay. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. Let's.
Bing.
Oh, I almost said something so quick. I almost said, "Let's pop off." Pew. I cannot make any special sound effects, so don't ever ask me. They always sound like some kind of cartoon from back in the day. All right.
You ready?
So, if not career-wise, if not fashion, what would you be doing?
Probably cooking, making food. I want to own a diner. I want a diner so
and
bad.
You know, I want to own a bakery
so bad. I want like a 50s style where there's like malt shakes and like pastrami sandwiches and lobster bisque soups. Like I want something like that.
Okay, now you just showing off.
I want something like that. I want a cute diner style though, for real. Something
I was thinking like some hot wings.
I mean, you do that too.
But that sounds...
it's a mixture. Diners have everything, you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm
thinking diner has everything. Yeah, but it would be more so like affordable, but very like good quality food. I love food. I love food and I love cooking it. So if I wasn't
nobody on this earth gonna tell me you don't love food, and if you don't, no shame to you because you know everybody has their journeys and their And
but listen here, if I wasn't doing fashion and music, I would be doing food. I would definitely be cooking somewhere because I love food.
What would the name of your diner be?
You know that I don't know. And in film, I would do film too.
Okay, I can see that. Actually,
I want to do film. I think film is beautiful. I think cinematography is like bomb. I've watched some beautiful movies that off visuals alone got me in. So film and cooking. That would be my jams. Hell, I might still do them. Shit, I'm alive. Shit,
listen.
What I want.
Okay, so tell the people what diner would be looking for. What the name be?
The diner name, you know what? I don't know. The Ali Spot.
That's catchy though.
Ali Spot.
Where you at, my Ali Spot? You know, about to get some of these ribs.
Get some ribs and chili.
Barbecue sauce on my
chili
face.
Cheese fries and a malt shake, baby.
Oh, that sounds so good.
And a stacked burger, baby. That sounds good. Listen, I'm hungry now. Okay, y'all.
Listen.
I would diner style food to me would be lit though for sure. I would definitely do that.
Okay. Yeah. This next one's hard.
What's that?
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Whoop.
Because I have way too many.
I have a million, but I'm gonna say it came to my head. Raspberry mint.
Oh my god.
Chip. Right?
Now you know I love
Is that how I go? So chocolate chip, mint, ice cream, raspberry.
Because
I feel like maybe I made that up, but I feel like that's a flavor out there. Maybe I should have graders. But anyway, raspberry and mint chocolate chip. That's my shit right there. And I also love peanut butter and chocolate together.
Bomb ass combination. But I'm no shade, no hating, but I am just like mint and chocolate to me. It scares me. I think it's so gross.
You think it's gross? Oh my god. Okay, nah.
Like what's those little
the little thin mint, the little Girl Scout cookies?
They used to give me that, and I would be like, "What is this?"
Yeah, it's
or mint chocolate chip ice cream, anything. It's
so okay. So what's yours?
My favorite ice cream, honestly, I'm so basic.
What is it, vanilla?
No, it's actually I always mess up on this word. Do you say pecan or pecan?
I'll say pecan.
I say pecan. It's so crazy. Butter pecan ice
That's
cream.
that's a good one too, though.
But I sprinkle frosted flakes on top of mine, so it's kind of like an ice cream cone on the outside, and I just eat it like
That's
that.
something new, y'all.
Even sometimes a little cinnamon before you add that, it be. I'm
Okay,
telling you, I'll try
You're
it.
cooking it up right now.
It's so
I need to
good.
try that with you, baby.
A little bit of cinnamon and then crunch up the
That's our
frosted
summer
flakes
treat,
on
y'all.
top.
That's the summer treat.
And if you want to get a little healthier with it, you can throw strawberries in there.
Okay,
you know?
let's go. Look at the fruit up in there.
You know, what is some other fruit?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah.
All right. What's the last movie you watched that you loved?
Oh my God. Okay, bam. One of those days.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. Okay, so shout out to my friend Jericho. We're supposed to be watching it for the first time together, and we haven't seen it yet.
It's so funny. Their like whole vibe of the movie is crazy. It is such a funny, feel good movie.
Jericho, we don't make this movie happen.
You better make it happen, Jericho.
I'm gonna have to pinch your arm.
But for real, it's good. It's so good. And then we watched this movie called Afraid, but it was like about AI. Or is it? Yeah, AI.
What platform is that one on?
On Netflix.
Okay.
And the AI lady took over the house, as they always do.
Is that the one with
It's like a Chinese family. And
I thought it was the one with Megan Fox. But
that one looks good too. That one's like that one's on Netflix too. But one of them days was. It was really good. Funny as hell. Funny as hell. Feel good.
I am so ready.
Yeah, you gotta check it out.
We're supposed to go to the theater, but our schedules are so opposite and like crazy.
But it's on Netflix now for free. Or for
I
free,
know.
Netflix,
so I'm like, we gotta get into
it.
that.
Get into it.
I've been trying to avoid spoilers online, which it's hard.
But. I mean, yeah, they're gonna say, but you know what? Even when you watch it though, it's still gonna be like, it's just so fucking good. It's such a great. They did an amazing job on there. They really did, and it's full of Black All Stars.
I love me some
Black
Keke Palmer.
All through it.
I love SZA as well, but
SZA.
Keke Palmer is my Virgo sister. Love her so much. I watch your podcast all the time. I love Keke Palmer so much.
Who else in there? Money Mike, Cat Williams is in there. Man,
I'm about to be laughing the whole time.
It's a really good movie. It's really good. You're gonna like it for sure.
Now you wanna know mine?
What's that?
So I've been watching The Blackening almost twice a week since it first came
so
out.
Good.
I can laugh at that movie and I find something different every time I watch it.
Really, it's so fucking good.
She said, white people scare me. Your daddy white. I know. And every time you get mad, I go, oh my God, murder, suicide. I said, whoever, this movie is just gold, and I hope they make another one.
They have to. They have to.
They need too good and like definitely something for the culture. Like so
they need
good.
To for sure.
I swear I sat through that movie in the theater and laughed the whole time with me and my two friends. Like,
that is so good. Yeah, that movie is super good. If you ever seen The Blackening, the horror film, super good. Go check it out. Super good.
So funny.
Yeah.
All right. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Probably UK.
Okay, why?
Yeah, just for the fashion and just the whole culture. Yeah. And then Morocco for the food and the people.
Also,
Morocco. I mean, I
love that.
That's kind of a random one. Definitely UK. I mean, honestly, UK for sure. Morocco for sure for the food though, and I've heard that Morocco is a beautiful place with good food, but UK for sure. UK for sure.
Okay, y'all. I guess I better book my ticket because we're going to the UK.
Yeah, UK. We already kicking it over there. Let's go.
Where have you been outside of the country?
I have not.
Okay, me either. So we need to make that happen.
Come on, this is passport, bros. Let's get it poppin'.
I need to go sprinkle my energy over.
Yeah, just international sprinkle. You know what I'm saying?
International High Talk podcast coming to you from the UK.
Oh, let's go. It's possible, baby.
I don't even want to mess up their slang, but I was about to say.
Right. But I don't even know what it means.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Is that?
Right? That sounds like about right to me.
Oh my God.
Yes.
All right. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Oh my God, night owl.
Night owl.
Mornings scare me. Nah, not for real though. But I'm mainly up at night late though. Like I'm always up late creating or doing something. During the day, I'm functioning, but at nighttime where you see a boy, I'm like, okay, let's go. And it's because of my mind. I have insomnia too. So most of the time I can't sleep. So really I'm just trying
I'm sleeping like every 2 hours and I'm waking up as if I'm late for something.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure. So it's really just me doing things at nighttime that keep my mind calm enough to try and go to sleep. Whether that's like watching a favorite TV show or even like writing, like just do even it calms my spirit down to where it's like okay, Oliver, you can go to sleep. Because if not, I'm just up restless and I cannot sleep. I'm laying in bed like, what the hell? What did I do wrong here? You know?
Be sitting there singing all my songs and
Yeah,
still
like,
can't
man,
fall
come
asleep
on,
because
God,
then my
let me go to
shoulders start
sleep.
bouncing.
Please. Like, look, you up for you know it.
I don't
Clean
see
the
how
kitchen.
people go to bed to music because I don't care what it is. I'll be.
Yeah, I be jamming while I'm laying down. Now I do sleep. You know what? But I do sleep with the TV on now. I'll leave the TV on. Sleep with the TV on. I hate darkness. I hate sleeping in the dark.
I've been leaving my big screen TV lately on just like the whole black screen fan sound just because I can sleep better.
Yeah. I need something in the background. You know, nothing crazy, just something.
Look at it like in scary movies, but don't even.
I know, right? It's so crazy. I know. That's how I be for real. Whatever.
Like got my Christmas lights strung up in my room. Like
that's how I be. It'd be like that.
Okay, what's one food you can eat every day and never get tired of?
Oh my God, pizza.
Seriously?
Or tacos.
Now I work at Late Night Slice. Shout out to Mikey's Late Night Slice.
Pizza.
Been years, love them.
Yeah, pizza.
But sometimes I can't even like smell pizza, even if it's from other establishments. I'm just like,
I love pizza.
Give me some ramen, some Chinese food, a Caesar
veggie
salad.
pizza. I love salads too, though. But pizza, you kick it up. For me, that's why I like it because I can eat it so many different ways.
I feel like we're about to disagree.
Go ahead. What's that?
Do you prefer red sauce or white sauce?
That to me can go either way. It depends on what if I'm doing chicken on pizza, I'm gonna do white sauce. Pepperoni type stuff, then red sauce. Yeah.
Okay.
My margarita pizza, I want white sauce.
Ooh. See, I prefer white sauce no matter what the toppings are. I just love a nice creamy like Alfredo base.
That
like
sounds so good with a good salad on the side. A good salad and pizza is a combo, honey.
Listen,
get with it. That's
said,
so good.
Give me a Diet Coke,
baby.
Actually, no, I would probably get a root beer or a Dr. Pepper. I ain't gonna even lie. That's my favorite.
A little green tea or water. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a little healthy.
See, now you're making me look bad. Let me get a water.
Nah, right, a little water on the side.
On the side of my root beer.
For real.
Yes.
Yeah, babes.
Okay, if you could be a fictional character for a day, who would you choose from any world?
Damn, you know what?
Because I already know who I would be.
Who would you be? Who would you be?
Well, I have two. So I would either be, I ain't gonna hold you, the Scarlet Witch. She's my favorite character in the MCU universe. I love her so much. Or I would have to be, I would say Professor X.
Oh, okay. I agree with you on that. Professor X.
Because if I could just for like the whole entire room be like, stop, everybody chill.
No,
I need a minute.
No, for sure, Professor X.
To make everybody freeze.
Baby, them powers is powering. What's that?
Y'all talking too much? And I'm gonna eat off your plate.
Right, okay. Like, look, give me that. Hey, be quiet.
What happened to my food?
Look,
I don't even know. Make you forget.
Professor X, for sure, bitch.
Legit. Yeah. Is that yours for real?
Well, no, listen, that's the best one I heard. That makes sense to me.
Okay, do you prefer DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
Oh, I knew I loved you. Mind you, I love DC. I'm not gonna lie, but Marvel is just like.
Well, I grew up with like both my brothers, but yeah, Marvel's more so what I'm like used to. Yeah,
that is my. I could talk Marvel all day. I'm not, but Jesus Christ, I love Marvel. Like from the comic books to the TV shows to the movies, like everything.
It's definitely it's classic for sure.
If y'all looking for some background extras for the next Marvel project or film, I can sit in the background, act like I'm talking.
Okay. Be acting down. Like what?
Like what is going on?
You're so funny. Oh my God, you're hilarious.
Yes. Okay, and my last quick fire round question for you: what is your ideal first date?
Oof. Okay, so.
Because some people like to go to restaurants. Some people would rather park or
skating rink or even some food.
Okay.
Let's go skating. If you can't skate, let's go to some food. But I mean, honestly, it just depends. I'm vibey, so it'd be like I would ask you what you want to do before you ask me. I would be more so like, what do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, shit, I can do whatever you want to do.
See, I don't know if I'm crazy, but for me, I feel like there's levels to dating. So like the first day, I'll do something like light and fun. Like let's go to a museum or to a park or something like that.
Museum be cute. Parks
or
are cute.
I would take it as far as going paintball shooting. I love going paintball shooting.
I love food, so I want to go somewhere to eat with you.
See, but for me, that's the second level. Like if you pass the first one and the vibe is okay, then I'm like, okay, now we can go somewhere a little more intimate where we're sitting across from each other face to face.
Okay,
and I don't care if I get food stuck in my teeth and crazy,
see, I'm already thinking like shit. You about to know me off rip. What you want to get to eat? You want to go to
See, and I'm trying to break that.
I love because for me, it's like I really do like food. So it's like if you want to pass time with me, let's go eat some good ass food. Let's go somewhere I haven't been. Let's go to Oyster Bar. Let's go to sushi. Let's go to my favorite place, your favorite place. I know I love every type of cuisine. So for me, there's nothing really off limits that I wouldn't try per se. So I really am an open first date to be like, and I love parks. I love museums. So really, it would be more so what they were trying to do, because I would be kind of just fit their mode. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I'm going into it like we're going to see how this works the first time. So I gotta try this shit all over again.
See, and one of the issues I have with going to restaurants is just like I'm definitely allergic to shellfish. So even if my date orders it, I can't sit across the table from you because it triggers my asthma and makes it hard for me to breathe.
Damn.
So a lot of them like, oh yeah, let's go to this nice little sushi bar or like this, or the Pearl. I love the Pearl. They have really good food in the short north, but I can't even go in there unless I'm sitting close to the window because it's like it's that intense. I have to have my inhaler. Like,
damn, babe, that's crazy.
I can't smell it being cooked in the house. My dad's the same way. We have to step outside. Like, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Dad.
Because it be looking so good when y'all be dipping that lobster and shredding that butter. And
I love you some seafood, but then I also feel like too. Sorry.
Okay.
Like you said, I don't have any allergies or anything. But I'm definitely a person that, like I said, I could
just
definitely
be bragging.
No, listen, I feel a park would be dope though. A park is a good one. A museum is a good one.
Just to check the vibe, like see how the
even
communication flow.
Even a walk around. You know what I'm saying? Just a park and walk.
Get a quick coffee and go on a walk. Yeah.
I think, like you said, I guess not being so intimate off the rip, but for me, I'm like, let's go, let's eat some food. But I guess it depends on the vibe. I'm a very chill person, so I would be like, yo, like, what do you want to do?
Right.
Let's smoke some weed and watch a movie.
Right. Where you want? See, I avoid that because I be going over to some people's houses and they don't know how to be. I be like, we supposed to just be watching a movie. Get your hands
right. Like, don't touch me right there. What kind of movie you trying to watch? Real.
Don't be touching me right there.
I'm
shirt all
down.
Okay. Like, why you touching me like
sitting
that?
There.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, but I'm definitely, like I said, I'll definitely be like the park though. The park, the museum for sure. Picnic.
Started off,
that's
cute. Yeah.
A little chocolate and wine.
All right, now we're about to jump into my favorite, part of the show, which is what's in the bag.
Okay.
Oh
my God, what is in this bag?
Where we dive into the bag and see like what you have in there, whether it's work related, whether it's just stuff you carry with you for good luck or just life. So, first off, you want to show us the bag? You want to show us the bag? What it look like? Show the camera.
Can I move this way though?
Yeah, you can move it a little bit.
So here's the bag. Everybody.
Little bag. Yes. Cute little bag, cute little bag.
Let me see what's in here.
What's up in there? If you need to, you can adjust your mic if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. There we go.
Okay. Give you a little room.
So I have safety pins in my bag.
Okay.
You never know you'll need something to fix something.
It's so smart because you don't know how many times my freaking button has broken. I'm like, I need something to keep and no belt.
Let's hold it together. So we got some cash in here.
Okay.
$10. Got my little card.
Safety pin and cash.
Got some gum.
Gotta keep the breath fresh.
And I have my little spray. It smells so good. Whatever. It's just like Mankind kind of cold spray. It smells so good. Oh my God. And
oh my God, that smells so good.
Oh, and then I have my headphones because I be jamming. I be always have to have my headphones. I love music.
It smells so good.
It smells so fucking good. So
that's something I would spray on my comforter, my pillow, just so when I go to bed, I feel like,
Yeah, it's definitely giving that smell. So yeah, just for today.
So we got the safety pins just to make sure, if we got a little fashion emergency, you never know when something's going to happen.
You never know. We need to fix a little stitch. You know what I'm saying?
I even see your earrings are like,
And the pins too.
Yes.
Yeah.
The very first top I wore in the fashion show was actually connected by safety pins. And it was such a dope concept because I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah. It was just me. I love safety pins. To me, they mean to represent bringing things together, tying things together, bringing things together.
Okay,
so nothing ever falls apart.
I'm like, go ahead.
That's how I think about life. Life was one big safety pin, pin back together. It's gonna be okay.
I'm like, I might need to start carrying safety pins because I'm one of the people who rip everything. I just like my clothes to look damaged, so I'm always cutting up stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes it snags and it like rips even more, and I'm like, damn. Pop a little safety
Right.
pin on there. It's fashionable, still look good. So y'all need to go out and get y'all some safety
pins. They
Keep
save
them in your
lives.
back. You never know when you might need to clean out a little bow or something.
Okay,
and
and
the
that
safety pin
too.
can pop it in there.
Hell yeah.
You know, they're used for so many things.
They are. We have a use for everything.
You just, Oliver, I am so happy.
Oh my
you
God,
came
thank you
on
so
today.
much,
This has been such a lot. I've been
babes.
catching
This has
up.
been so
It's been
cute
so
and fun.
long since I've seen you.
Listen, thank you for having me.
And one more time, remind the people of the event that you have coming up.
So
on
it's
the
called Get It
27th.
Off Your Chest. It's at 83 Gallery, and it's from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And it's $10 to get in there.
Jeez, I actually have an episode to film that day, but I think it's early in the day. So if it's
You should film
not
it there.
around the time, I'm definitely gonna be
Film it
there.
there. They have a green screen there and everything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, film it there while it's happening.
See, but I don't know how this works and like moving all this equipment.
Because you would be in a different room. They have all this in a different room. They
We'll
already
have
have
to-
this set up. He shoots things there like this.
Mm-hmm.
So he has the whole green screen. But anyway, A3 Gallery, April 27th, 4 to 8. $10 tickets. Come out and support my show. Support the boy. I'm having fun to get with life. And I just want you guys all to be involved in it.
And support
just,
each other, you know. It
seriously,
sounds like a great place to just
we're all we
network
got
and meet
for real.
more people.
You know? Yeah, come mingle, come meet, come get informed, come buy some of my clothes, come support the other vendors. Definitely for sure. Let's bring each other together and have some fun with life, man. Life's too short. We gotta appreciate each other and be more nicer to each other. So,
Absolutely.
hell yeah.
And on that note, again, I want to thank you, Oliver
Thank you, my
Valdienne, for coming
love.
on and supporting our show and,
Thank you
telling
for
us more
having
about
me.
your life. And for the people out there watching, the viewers, I want to say thank you again for tuning in and supporting us. Make sure you keep watching the last video. Watch this video even more. And like the videos, comment, subscribe, and continue to show us the love and support because I really, really do appreciate it, like genuinely. So, all right, that's it for this episode.
Thank you.
Again, thank you.
Thank you, babe, so much.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.